what are my top 3 herbalism books? That's kind of a hard one for me because I kind of stopped reading herbal books for a while just because it's so many of them are rehashed information and so many of them are rehashed bad information that I just kind of got disgruntled with it. However, I do have to say that if I had to choose, I'd say Michael Moore's books as a whole. Okay, we'll just give that as like a number 1. That would be like Medicinal Plants of the Mountain West and Medicinal Plants of whatever. He has a whole bunch of books there. The Canyon West, Canyon and Desert West, and the Mountain West. And the Michael Moore books in general, I would put as number 1, mainly because he's got the same kind of humor as me, and he goes over the plants that I work with, and he uses the same framework of physiology and healing that I do. That's the reason why I like that book. If I was practicing Ayurveda or TCM, I wouldn't choose the same books as I do, as I'm telling you now, obviously. Then I also really like Maud Greaves' Modern Herbal. I know that's an old book, but it's still an old standard. It's Dover Publishing, I believe, Dover Press, and it's 2 volumes, and it's also online. So that's kind of cool if that's what you like to do. But we're looking at books. We're not looking at online here. And then I'd be hard pressed for a third one. I will say that right now my favorite book is the new one that just came out. It's about Cascade Anderson Geller's information. It's a lot of her herbal information. And although it may not be as in-depth as many of these other books I might pick, there's a lot of like clinical books by practicing herbalists / naturopaths that I would really enjoy and go over and enjoy. But this Cascade Anderson Geller book that I've been reading really makes me happy because she's gone now, and it reminds me of the day when I was first an herbalist and the information that I had. And when I finally met Cascade and talked to her, it was very validating to me to know that her concepts around healing with people and the concepts around the use of the herbs were so similar. So it makes me smile a lot and reminds me of my youth to read this book. And that's what I'm reading now. That's what I put as my 3rd book today. But if you ask me again in a couple of months, I don't know what I'd give you for my 3rd book. So we got the Michael Moore books in general, and we have Maud Greaves' A Modern Herbal, and then we have the just out book that has Cascade Anderson Geller's information, which you can get from Elliot Geller. I believe we'll have Mason put a link down at the bottom